Good afternoon from Hoi An. My name is Pham. I wish to submit this video to apply for a slot to join in the advanced training program on interpretive learning in Japan, September 2017. Regarding the requirement of the program, I'm confident that I'm eligible for the program. I graduated from the University of Economics with the MBA degree. After that, I have more than 6 years working at the International Organization for Migration and also the U.S. Consulate in Vietnam. During that 6 years, I worked a lot on interpreting for our officer in refugee interview. After that, I have more than 6 years working for Hoi An Express as the managing director. In our company, we have 12 tour guides working in 4 cities in Vietnam, including Ho Chi Minh City, Hanoi, Da Nang, and Hoi An, and I can affect to all of them. Our company is major in day tour. We have more than 300 day tour in Vietnam. That's why we have to create very detailed program for each tour to provide to the tour guide. So you can have a look at what we have here in our company. And I involved in most of the planning like this for the tour guide. Town, Mỹ Sơn, Sanctuary, Huế, Imperial City, and then Phong Nha Cave. We are the leading company here in the center of Vietnam, and every day we have more than 100 guests coming to those 4 heritage sites. So our 8 tour guides here in the center of Vietnam, they daily provide a lot of service for the customer going to that 4 heritage site. Besides of providing the day tour, we also provide a lot of sustainable activity to give back to the community and also to protect the heritage site. For example, we do every week the cleaning of the brick and also the ancient town, as well as we join in the no plastic bag program. So we make the paper bag to give to the local people for using paper bag instead of plastic bag. Even we are trying to do a lot. Thing is we didn't receive a lot of training, professional training, so I really wish to join in the course so I can learn more and apply to my company. In the following 2 videos, you will see 2 of our tour guide. They provide the presentation at Hoi An Ancient Town and also Mỹ Sơn Sanctuary. First of all, I wish to introduce you to visit Hoi An with Mr. Viet.
The Phước Kiến Temple or Phước Kiến Assembly Hall will be in 1696 by Chinese people. The people come from the province in China. This is Phước Kiến province, or in your country you can say the Fujian province. So the first, everything we see around here be by Chinese people. So all architecture very similar with all the Chinese building in China. The first thing, we have the gate over there, very beautiful gate with 3 ways. The middle, we have the garden, the bonsai garden. They use the French painting a lot for decoration, the kind of bonsai tree around there. The last thing, the last part I say here, you see main hall, the main hall. The main hall is like a temple or the altar, and we stay together inside. But the first thing, you come to some place, not just the temple, you come to the Asian house. It was the first thing, just see the step over there. Ladies and gentlemen, and now we stay here the most peaceful the area in Vietnam, Hoi An. It's peaceful even in the name of this area. What it means? Hoi, it means God's place. An An is mean peaceful. Hoi An is mean a peaceful place for gathering the people. So, and it's true. From 17th to 18th century, Hoi An was a gathering place of Chinese, Japanese, and Vietnamese lived together around here. In Vietnam, we're famous of coffee and pepper. So Chinese come here, trading coffee and pepper with us. We get the money from them. Now we're something special from their country. So Chinese, they bring the land, the ceramic, and pottery from China to bring to come to Vietnam, trading with us. So from China to come to Vietnam, it takes about 7 days. It's too long time by boat, so they can't come back often. They do stay here for a long time. So 3 or 4 years, they will come back to the country by time. Okay, everybody, when it comes to Vietnam, you come to Hoi An. The most important place to go is to come to Japanese cover bridge over there. It's built in 17th century by Japanese people. Because before, Chinese live on top of the bridge, Japanese live here. So they stay very close together, but they can't trade. They can't work together, do half of them. So in 17th century, Japanese decided to build a bridge like over there. 18 meters for the bridge. It's called two areas, I would say. So they call one long stream. It cut up into 2 parts, the west area and east area. So that's why I had Japanese bridge over there. Because the bridge started the years of the monkey and finished the years of dog. So at the both sides of the bridge we have a 2 couple of the monkey and dog sit at both sides like that. Some fairy tale about the bridge here because we believe before in Vietnam we had a lot of typhoon, damage from flooding every year. So ladies and gentlemen, when you come to Hoi An, the first thing you do outside, you pay for the ticket first. So we use the ticket for what? Use the ticket for review, for reservation, all the building around here. So when you pay for the ticket, it means you join the hand to protect all the building in the old town of Hoi An here. I mean because all the building built from 17th century, so day by day, year by year, the building is quicker. It gets more damage from the water, from the typhoon, from the humidity, and from the human activity also. So we need to protect this area. Every year, Chinese and Japanese they come back to Vietnam and they support the money and like the technique to rebuild everything here. So a special day for Chinese and Japanese people. They will come to Vietnam to rebuild everything, but different technique. For Chinese people, they just destroy everything and then they rebuild new one. That's easier. But for Japanese, they just replace all the bad thing and replace the new thing better. So all the building around here we make from the timber, from iron, jack wood. So if you not rebuild this, every year the flooding come damage for your house. Have 2 rules when you stay in this area. The first, you can't put the air conditioning in your house because all the timber here is from 17th century. Chinese build the house for tropical area. If you put the air conditioning inside and all the wall just wood, it get different temperature inside and outside, so the timber will break and take a lot. The second reason, the second thing, when you stay in the old town here, you can't rebuild your house by yourself. It means if your house broken, your step broken, your door broken, you have to call the government come and they rebuild the house for you. This is a good idea, the great idea in my opinion. Is protect reservation on the building in the center here. So for the future, when you come back or your children come back Vietnam, your honeymoon, your anniversary come back Hoi An, you still can see the Asian town, the heritage.
Next, you will visit Mission Secretary with Mr. Thao.
Hello, my name is Tao. I'm from Hoi An Express Agencies. So we are now in Mission Sanctuary. I would like to give you a presentation about the temples of Mission complex. So we are now standing here. You are here. We have a 2-way getting inside with a lot of temples and towers can be seen on the map here. So we're gonna see most of time we'll spend in Group B city. This is the best preserve after the war. And all the groups like Group A and Group L, Group N have been damaged. The new break. And that's the original bricks. You can see there seem to be no moles on the original bricks, but the moles grow up on here. And this is volcanic rock. Volcanic rock is collected from a volcano south from here, about 600 kilometers south on the highland center of Vietnam. Around the building, that you will see so many scary statues and the scary faces like this. What are they? They are Kala. Kala is god of time, an incarnation of God Shiva. Yeah. So why we have so many scary faces around here? Because it is said that beside there being a washing area, Mason was like a royal cemetery. It was burial place for the Chamber Kings and the nation. So we are now standing in Group C. Behind me, right there is Group B, and right there is Group B. We have all the groups like G, E, F. Yeah, so all the groups. And but you know, it doesn't have a meanings for the names of the group. It just got divided by the man from France, Henry Montier, who first came here in 1885. He was considered to be the first man to find Mason hidden in the jungles, and he gave us different names for different areas. It depends on year or century to be constructed. So behind me here is Group C called C1 Timber right here. C1 Timber. These are the ends and bricks. You are now standing in a very beautiful carving building, and a lot of human prayer standing on here. In their hand, they're keeping the lotus flower. We just can see it when we see it carefully. And here is an elephant head. That's the god with an elephant head and human body, Ganesh or Ganesha, god of happiness and wisdom. People in Chamba culture, Chamba's country, pray a lot of things from him because he's a very good god. So you see around the buildings so many details like this that prove that the Cham people were very talented and very skillful to sculptures a lot of those around the timber. We didn't know how they made the bricks and how they joined the bricks together, but we came to a theory that it is said Cham people made.
Now I wish to introduce to you some of our activity in protection the environment. You can see there are a lot of activity that we clear the beach. You see, they gather all of the rubbish on the beach side, and then they put on the track to go to the factory. We also organize some kind of like activity inside the ancient town. We also do a paper bag to give to the local people. We also provide some kind of like culture activity that the foreigner will be in our yard to go around the city with a cyclone. Okay. In conclusion, you can find out in above 3 videos about real activity here in the central of Vietnam. Even we try a lot, but you can find out a lot of mistakes on our video or on our own tour guide. So what I really wish to again trying the program to learn more and to like fix all of the things to create a perfect interpretation planning for our tour guide here for Hoi An or the other heritage site. What I will do after the program, first step, I will look back my interpretation plan and then apply all of what I can study from the program to create a perfect interpretation plan. The next step will be implementation step that I will use that perfect interpretation plan to train all of our tour guide here in the central so that they can immediately apply that to use when they provide guiding to the guests visiting Hoi An. I also will come to the local authority and discuss with them so they can use our interpretation plan to apply for their own plan. The third step that I will try to combine and increase more on sustainable activity, like we already have something like clean up the beach or clean up the ancient town, but we also try to do more. Like we will like really encourage people to do bike tour, walking tour instead of like minivan tour or motorbike tour. Try to encourage people to trying some cultural activity tour like áo dài traditional tour to visit Hoi An. The fourth thing that after we can combine the sustainable activity into our tour activity for Hoi An, then we will use that as the sample to apply for Mỹ Sơn Sanctuary, Huế, and Pham Nha, and after that we go further to the north of Vietnam for Hạ Long Bay, for Hà Nội, for Thăng Long. Okay, that's it, and thank you so much for watching my video. Really wish to join the program. Thank you.